Hi, this is our podcast, Contemporary Müs. My name is Solomon Carpenter. This is Jimmy.
This is Jimmy.
And I'm Anna.
This is our guest, Anna.
Yeah.
Anna is our guest today, so me and Jimmy are going to be your regular hosts. And we wanted to do a podcast because Jimmy's really bored and he wants something to do. I really want to do this podcast because I wanted to just create something, have a little fun. And, I think that we provide a certain interesting perspective on our level of society.
Teenage perspective.
Teenage perspective.
Which a lot of people discount, but we're here.
And we figured we have the technology available to us, so why not post something on the internet and see if people like it and have some fun. And so our name is Contemporary Müs, and Jimmy, you want to help me tell me the story of how what we were doing when we were trying to come up with a name for the show.
We were sitting in the library, Googling random stuff, and we saw the word that word that starts with a C that's at the beginning of the title, and Moo is my thing. It's M with the U with the dots over it, question mark. And so there's multiple of us, and that's why it's plural. Contemporary is the word of the day because we have to explain why that's the first part of our name.
And we were actually using a random word generator because I heard a rumor that that's how Vsauce came up with their name. Now that's a popular YouTube channel. You should check it out, or else your life has no meaning.
I've never watched Vsauce, so I guess my life has no meaning.
That's Anna over there. Her life has no meaning.
No.
Except for it does.
Thanks, Solomon.
It has the meaning of no meaning.
Exactly.
Right now,
which in itself is contradictory.
Oh my god.
So yeah, today.
Horrible.
Yeah.
So today, the word of the day, we wanted to do a word of the day every podcast, just because words can be really fun, and that's kind of a theme of Vsauce as well. As he's really interested in language, so we're gonna look up the definition of contemporary to reveal to you what made us like that name. Okay, so I have the definition up here on Google. Belonging to or occurring in the present. And as a noun, that is person or thing living or existing at the same time as another. So this podcast is basically about the now.
Yeah, we're in the now.
This is the voices of the people right now, in this time, this revolutionary time.
But not really, because this is a recording and that's in the past.
That's our mood.
If you didn't know that.
That's our, basically, moods. It's a variable word. It's the X.
It's a made-up word.
It's a made-up word, but it can mean anything. And the meaning of our the theme of our podcast is anything is possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because mascots.
We decided our mascot should be a flying pig.
A pig with wings.
Pig with wings.
To be more specific, because a flying pig could be one with frogs.
Could be a pig in an airplane.
Because people say when pigs fly, a lot of the change that happens in the world, everyone says it's impossible. Just like they say that pigs fly, flying is impossible. But anything's possible, so a pig
We're
could
living
fly.
in the possible.
And a GMO pig could fly.
Well, like a super GMO.
Super GMO. I mean, like
super GMO.
Super GMO pig. That's what is it? Super G or SGMOP.
Yep.
Njabop.
Nice try.
Njop. Njop.
Anyway.
That's what it is.
And so on this podcast, we're gonna do segments. So me and Jimmy, your hosts, are gonna be doing our own segment, and we'll also have a guest segment, and we can do the guest segment first. So, of course, today, our lovely Anna is our guest. Her last name is Platt. Anna Platt.
Yep.
Spell it, Anna. So, because they might not know.
Platt. There's no E. There's a river that's Platt. It has an E.
Now you know how to click on her Facebook.
Yeah, I have.
She doesn't have a Facebook.
Oh, dude, yes. Jimmy just got a Facebook.
In August.
So if you guys want to follow us on Facebook,
Don't. We'll make a site. No, we'll make a page.
If you want to follow us on Facebook, don't.
We're always looking for more friends.
I'm not.
So we're gonna interview.
Are you?
Yeah.
We're gonna interview Anna, so you guys can get to know her a little bit better, because she's gonna be helping us out a lot on this podcast. Trying to get it started, trying to help us come up with topics, and sometimes
Making agendas.
And helping us record it and just being a part of it. Okay. So what do we want to ask Anna first?
Anna,
That's me.
where were you born?
I was born in Pueblo, Colorado.
Pueblo.
Where's Pueblo?
It's, I don't fucking know.
Like compared to Denver, because that's the only
It's
other one I
below
know.
Denver.
Okay.
I think.
Everything else is it?
No.
Is it
Denver's
not? Where's
in the
Denver?
middle.
Shit, it is.
So
So,
yeah, okay. And so Anna, when
how's
did
Pueblo?
you move to Cheyenne?
I was in Cheyenne, I think 8 years ago.
That's lame.
I was 10 years old.
We live in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't believe that Wyoming exists,
Good for you,
It
because it doesn't.
Yeah.
Google it. You might get the idea that it's a conspiracy.
Go watch it. No, you know who started it?
Who?
Garfield.
Garfield
I think-
started it?
Yeah, I'm almost positive because there's a comment and someone was trying to like say that it didn't exist. Anna, do you like Wyoming?
I have a love-hate relationship with Wyoming.
So we should give you some context as where we're recording this podcast.
We're outside the municipal pool.
We're in, you can Google Map us and see where we're at and look around with us on Google Maps.
Don't do that. That's creepy.
No, that's cool though.
That's creepy.
That's a way you can interact with us. We're at the municipal pool in Cheyenne at Line Park.
Mhm.
We're in a my van, and so you're gonna occasionally hear the sound
Fucking
of
redneck hippie hillbilly truck.
and the
The sound
government
of small penis, as our love tape Taylor says.
and the sound of military planes and helicopters going above our heads.
And geese occasionally.
And lots of geese. Enough geese to fill like 3 dump trucks with shit every year. But they just
3? That's it?
like 3 dump yeah, like more than that.
3 whole dumpsters.
Like semi trucks full of it.
Mm-hmm.
Spread it around all over the park as we got.
Mm-hmm. I'm being
Anna,
interviewed.
Anna,
Yeah, Sullivan.
what is your favorite color?
My favorite color is yellow.
I thought
Yellow.
It's everyone's least favorite color, but I
My
love
mother's favorite color is yellow. Name is
Cool.
yellow.
her name's
It's a good
Yellow.
color. It's an
No.
underrated
Yellow
color.
Carpenter.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Now you know how to Google me. My name is Solomon Carpenter,
You already said my last name.
as in the profession.
They might not know how to spell Solomon. It's the
Um,
Jewish one, if you didn't
Like
know.
the Toni
You're
Morrison book.
gonna something inside you is gonna urge you to do an A, but there's no A. I can promise.
But like I said,
There's no A in
it's
my
the Jewish one.
Oh my god.
It's the Hebrew.
Jewish.
SOLOMON.
Why would you tell them?
Hebrew.
Let's get on track.
Okay, so Anna,
Yeah, Sullivan.
What's your shoe size?
8.5.
Whoa.
I know.
Guys, buy Anna shoes for
Oh
us.
my god.
Because, I don't have a job and I can't buy you a present.
okay, Anna, I have a question for you.
Okay, Sullivan.
If you could pick just one state to live in besides Wyoming, which one would you pick?
To stay there forever, I can't move
Or
around.
just like to I don't know, yeah.
Because when I leave
you can
Wyoming...
leave. You can leave that place, but just what place would you rather have live?
Yeah. I want to live in California. My ultimate goal is to get to San Francisco. Because it's a really nice city and it's really gay. And so am I.
All
So
right.
there we go.
What about Jimmy?
I'd go live, in Colorado. Because,
No.
yeah.
That's so close to Wyoming, though.
I like
You gotta
Colorado.
get out. I mean, Colorado's cool, but you gotta
Fine,
get out.
I'll go
and
to
see
San
other things.
Francisco, Anna, because
Oh
that'll
my
make you
God.
happy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Solomon, where do you want to live?
I think I don't know. I've thought about New York. I've thought about like Pennsylvania, Maryland.
I hate all those places.
Why?
Like I've never
Because they're
been there.
so boring.
New England area is cool, I guess. I went there when I was little, but I've been there a little.
I would also love to live in England. So if anyone wants to give me free like plane tickets to
Free
England,
England money.
free England money, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but then Solomon, we'd have to stop the podcast.
Why?
Because you'd be in England.
We're not doing this over Skype. That's annoying.
um,
Another question, Anna.
Yeah.
What's your glasses
Oh
size.
my god,
Is that a thing?
I don't have a glasses size.
I feel like that needs to be a thing.
My
like,
right eye is worse than my left eye, and I'm nearsighted in one eye and farsighted in the other.
This is the uncomfortable question part of the podcast. Anna, what's your cup size?
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna answer that shit. Thanks, though.
We do not promote sexualizing women.
That's not sexualization, that's just a fact.
I know.
Jimmy, what's your cup size?
What's less than A?
I don't think there is a less than A.
AA.
Is that less than A?
Yeah.
That's how they do batteries.
AA is less than A.
Yeah, the more A's for batteries, the smaller they are.
Yeah, exactly. The more A's for boobs.
So I guess
the smaller they
A
are.
with a line over it like they do in math.
A repeated.
Yeah.
Infinitely small battery.
They go inwards.
Alright, anyway.
Alright,
Solomon, what's your cup size?
I don't know.
Feels like a solid A.
Don't touch him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Why are we talking about this?
Because
don't
I asked
know.
a question. God damn.
Let's talk about something with substance.
With substance?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a question for Anna.
Again.
Again, we have more questions.
Another.
We have more questions.
Editing.
Anna,
Go.
why did you want to do the podcast with us?
I wanted to do the podcast because you guys are my friends. I really like you guys. I really like having conversations with you guys about things. And I feel like we have a lot of really good conversations because the three of us have a lot of different experiences and opinions between us. So, I don't know. I thought it would be cool to share those and to participate in creating something like that with you guys.
Yes. And what, Anna, can you give us an insight to who you are as a person? What are things that you care about in the world?
I'm Anna.
She's a librarian.
Oh yeah, I work on the children's floor of a library, which is really nice.
Which floor is that?
Second floor, the children's floor.
Continue. Anna,
Yes,
tell us a little bit about yourself. How tall are you? What do you look like? I don't know. I don't know what you look like. What do you look like?
I have
Solomon's blind if you didn't know.
Yes, I'm blind.
brown hair that was cut really short, but I'm growing it out. I have brown eyes. I wear glasses. I wear beanies. I'm 5'3.5". I'm white. I
How
like
white?
long walks on the beach.
All right, and
We should just describe you and have people make a composite sketch and try to figure out what you look like.
Okay.
Yeah. So Anna,
Yes, Alvin.
what do you care about the most in the world?
Well, the most in the world I care about, like, the people in my life that I love. Like my siblings and my friends, my family, my
Good.
dog. That's what I
Anything
care
else?
about most in the world.
And anything else?
I'm really passionate about, well, I want to be a nurse when I grow up. I'm going to study to be a nurse. Healthcare and access to healthcare. I'm really passionate about caring about people and just making sure everyone has equal opportunities.
Good. No, Anna. Jimmy, come up with a question.
Oh. If you're a crayon, which one would you be?
I would be...
Crayon, my bad.
Fuck. I don't know. That's an impossible question. There's so many crayons in the world, there's an infinite number of crayons in the world. If there was a
I don't think that's
if
true.
there was a crayon that was a bunch of different clear colors, like in a layer, and as you use the crayon,
Well,
you
you
went
can-
down to each different color.
You can melt
feel like they
things
make that.
together. You can melt different crayons together.
Yeah.
Anna's
Cinema.
Wait. Anna's like a box of crayons that were left outside in the sun, and they just melted together.
Am I?
Anna's a little
That's
bit.
how you described it, kinda.
Anna is a little bit of everything. She's
Not really.
charismatic.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, she's very quiet.
That's the opposite of charismatic.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Well, like when you get to know somebody, you can be more charismatic.
Yeah, if you're charismatic, you have to be. Me and Anna freaking learned this from Miss Bartow.
Anyways.
If you're charismatic, you can talk to anyone.
Fine.
And are you charismatic?
Probably not.
See, a charismatic person would say yes.
Yeah.
Should we move on to a different segment?
Solomon, what are you going to talk about tonight? On this lovely
Today
6 o'clock evening.
I'm gonna inform you that Wyoming exists.
What's your favorite thing about Wyoming, Solomon?
Well, Wyoming is full of interesting nature. It's like a unique habitat. I like Yellowstone. I've never been there. I like hearing about Yellowstone. I don't like its politics. I like its fresh air. I like its white, open spaces. And that's about it. I like the people here. I have friends here. It's nice, and
Name 2.
there's good people. Name 2 who?
Friends.
And then Jimmy.
Aww.
Obviously, we're doing a podcast. You gotta. I also have a girlfriend, and
She's black.
she's not black. Not that would be a bad thing. No, we had to bring. You had to bring it up. You had to bring it up. But no, yeah, my girlfriend is white.
Because
And
it
I love her
matters.
very much, and it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, Wyoming. We're going to talk about Wyoming.
Oh,
Anna, how's Wyoming?
It's okay.
Not really.
I love it, and I also hate it. I have a love-hate relationship with the state of Wyoming.
what about Jimmy?
Jimmy don't like Wyoming.
Why?
Because it sucks. And that's the only reason.
Elaborate. Why does it suck? What sucks about it?
Everyone's an asshole besides my friends.
Yeah.
It's boring. There's nothing here. I'm like Solomon thinks. But he's a nature guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, what's it like living in Wyoming?
It
Some
sucks.
people would ask. It's like, what's it like to you guys?
So to me, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's super isolated, I guess. Like, you're not isolated from, like, Wyoming seems like a different world sometimes. Because it seems like it's separate from the rest of the world completely. And you don't feel like you're isolated when you're, like, talking to people, but then when you hear about other world experiences, like, those aren't things that you experience here in Wyoming.
Yeah. It's kind of landlocked. So
It's not kind of, it is.
yeah, so it's easy for people here to,
Go insane.
yeah, we have a high suicide rate among adolescents and just like generally per capita than any other state. Wyoming, to me, living in Wyoming is like, people just don't take you seriously. They just forget about you. Just like out in the real world, you feel forgotten about. You feel like you can't really make a difference, but
Yeah.
I think that's not necessarily true.
I think a lot of people in Wyoming feel like they can't really be anything because people just kind of forget about it, especially young people. Because, I don't know, there's just not much of a good outlook for us because we don't see a lot of things. We don't see what could be out there, so people just feel kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, but there's another side to that is also like, people here are inspired to get out.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem is that all the people that want to do something, more exciting with their lives, they leave. And they leave Wyoming just the way that they found it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I hate Wyoming, but if I lived anywhere else, I'd die.
What do you mean?
Die.
Because I've known this place for 10 years now.
Yeah, I feel that.
And it's just, if I was anywhere else, I would explode because it's so different. Literally, Wyoming is its own being.
That's totally what it feels like. It's scary to think about leaving.
It's scary to think about leaving home.
Yeah.
Like what you believe to be home. But,
This isn't home. This is not home to me.
It's home to me.
I just don't like it here, and I don't want to live here. But if I lived anywhere else, I couldn't cope with it.
But that feeling of familiarity is so powerful, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't seen most of Wyoming, so I guess Cheyenne is mainly
I've been to
the
Devil's
place.
Tower.
Well, I haven't.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about, though.
But, like,
What's your favorite place in Wyoming, Anna?
Thermopolis, Wyoming.
I'm not sure where that is. I didn't know that was a place until last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can name Thermopolis and Cheyenne, and that's it.
Really?
And Yellowstone.
I think Cheyenne is by far my favorite place.
Really?
I mean, like...
Oh, Loveland, isn't it?
No, that's
Loveland.
Colorado.
That's Colorado, never mind. Fucking Casper. I hate Casper. I've been there once.
Casper's good.
I've been to Casper a few times. Like, I went up for, like, a cross-country meet.
Fuck you, Casper.
Oh my god.
If there's any Casper listeners, if there are any listeners...
Stop listening, we hate you.
Oh my god, Jimmy!
No, you could be a part of us. Casper, you need some culture the most, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You need
man.
more people.
Every time I think about Casper, I just think of cowboy boots.
That's
all
cowboy.
I cannot.
I've never been to Casper for like a good reason.
They sell
bad association.
in Wyoming. They sell cowboy boots in booths and like just in the street.
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Wyoming is like when you think of cowboy states, you don't really think of Wyoming. I think
Well,
because it's kind of out of the way of other
No,
cowboy
but we have
states.
the biggest rodeo in the world.
Yeah.
In Cheyenne, Wyoming. So of course it's a rodeo state.
I didn't say it was a rodeo
in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's
the whole world.
It's not.
It really is though.
No, it's not.
It really is. Google it.
It can't.
We're gonna
be.
Google it really
There's
quick.
no internet.
Yeah, well, we don't have an internet because we're in a park right now. I'm just gonna Google it really quick, and we're gonna use Google a lot on the show. Never use Bing.
Ew.
Bing is not the doing search engine. It's just not.
It's like the AIDS of the internet.
It's not the internet. I wouldn't call it that.
I think it is. You can't get rid of it.
Google biggest rodeo in the world. Don't put anything left of it.
Okay, biggest rodeo
Rodeo. Anna.
in the world.
Rodent in the world. What?
We're trying to Google something here, guys.
Spell rodeo.
Rodeo, the biggest rodeo.
No.
Known by rodeo fans as the daddy of them all, Cheyenne Frontier
Fuck.
Days
It's the world's largest.
outdoor rodeo in Western
Holy
Festival.
shit.
Yep. The 9-day rodeo takes place in late July and includes 3 bull sections and 2 sections of saddle and bareback broncos daily.
But bull riding's fucked up.
And so is the wild horse thing. Like,
Yeah.
'cause the wild horses in Wyoming are so overpopulated, like in the Great Plains. They're overpopulated in the plains, and so literally the government has been seen, like, in the Great Plains, shooting down horses.
Mm-hmm.
And we catch them for Cheyenne Frontier Days and, like, let them all loose and then let a bunch of cowboys go rail them up,
Yeah.
wrangle them up. It's crazy.
I don't care.
Jimmy doesn't care about much, so you're gonna have to get used to that.
I care about some
What do you
stuff.
care about, Jimmy?
I'm gonna tell you.
Jimmy's not gonna tell us much about himself during this podcast. He can be the mysterious one.
No, you'll learn it. It's just I'm not gonna directly tell you. Gotta infer.
Yeah, I will tell you what I'm about.
I'll tell you what I'm about.
Anna, what are you about?
Straight up.
Straight up.
She's about
Real
straight
talk.
up. What's Solomon about?
I'm about. I don't know what I'm about. I'm about.
You're about.
You're about
The sun.
politics. Really passionate about
I'm really called. I'm passionate about politics lately,
Mhm.
but I think that I want to be. I want to participate in life, like like I want to really enjoy it, make a difference.
Are you alive?
I'm alive. I feel
And
alive.
you're already participating. You don't have to do anything.
No, I feel alive. I feel alive right now. This is the best time of my life, and I know I'm gonna enjoy it, and I have to enjoy it because it's not gonna get much better than this moment. I'm gonna look back on this and it's gonna be my glory days.
That's sad.
Anna's dead inside.
Like, I feel good. Anna's not dead inside. No,
She
no.
is.
I am.
Response.
Respond?
Anna, are you dead inside?
Sometimes.
How often?
I don't know.
Solomon,
How
what are
fucked up
yours?
is it that
I do not
parents...
have ears and tears.
How fucked up is it that parents take their babies to get their ears pierced when they're babies?
Pretty. Anna, are you're
Fucked
here?
up. Yeah.
It's a weird cultural thing that
Yeah.
like people like it when their daughters, especially, get their ears pierced.
With the button.
So mother will just drag the kid out, and they're like, "Oh, they would look really good with like a needle like thrust through your lobe thing on the side of your face."
You know, some people don't have lobes, and I didn't know that. And my PE teacher, when I was in 3rd to 6th grade, didn't. And I always thought he was the weirdest person in the world because of it.
And sometimes people have a lobe that's like connected to the side, and then one that's not connected. like a small adaptation.
Tell us in the comments what your earlobes look like.
Yeah, what do your earlobes look like? This podcast is brought to you by
Earlobes. Next topic. Let's talk about music. Anna, what music do you like?
I don't want to talk about music.
Solomon, what music do you like? We're gonna exclude Anna from this.
Okay.
Well, Anna. Well, okay.
Well, Solomon stumbled, so let's talk about something else. Solomon, what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about. Let's talk about sex.
Baby.
I don't know how it goes. Let's talk about YouTube. You guys want to talk about YouTube? Let's all talk about what we watch on YouTube and what Anna has to say about YouTube.
Alright. Well, you guys talk about what you watch first. I want to hear about what you guys watch.
Okay, do you want to list your list?
My list? I'll give a couple things to give you some ideas of what I watch. Dark 5, Watch Mojo, Nerd Cubed, Game Grumps, Vsauce. Not the other Vsauces though, because I don't like them. That's an idea. There you go. The Drunken Peasants.
What do you
That's
What
it.
do you watch?
What do you watch, Solomon?
Okay, so I have a long list, so I'm not gonna remember all of them, but I like to watch educational YouTube and like entertainment and like mainstream YouTube with like vloggers and stuff. So I have SciShow, which is one of like the best science channels on YouTube. I think Vsauce, SciShow Space. The other two Vsauces.
There's 3.
There's
There's Vsauce, Vsauce 2,
well, Vsauce,
Vsauce 3.
I don't really count Vsauce.
There's also Dong. So
oh yeah, I'm subscribed to that as well.
I watch
like
Dong.
I like Veritasium. I like Smarter Every Day, CPG Grey. He has a great podcast.
Do Number File. That's a good one.
Number File. I also like things like Lacey Green.
I don't like Lacey Green.
I love John Green. Why don't you like Lacey Green?
I have conflicting opinions about Lacey Green.
I like Lacey Green.
Sometimes she doesn't get information good sometimes, so that's just the one reason.
But
she's like 50-50, I think. So
I don't know. She's a good voice for
go watch Sargon of Akkad.
For sex
Lacey
education.
Green.
Like she's a good voice for sex education when we're lacking a lot of it in this country.
Mhm.
But anyways, I like John Green.
I feel like
Hank
if you're
Green.
interested in sexual education, you just look online.
Yeah, but not all kids are just gonna look up sexual education for themselves online.
I know.
They should be taught.
Well, we should be encouraging them to do that.
It's really hard, but
Well,
also
we are.
not everything on the internet is right. It's really hard to find a lot of conflicting information, and you just don't really know
Well, you gotta
what to
You
believe.
gotta know what you're looking for, though. You gotta know the facts.
Oh
that
yeah,
everyone-
you can't just type in boobs into the fucking
facts that everyone
search bar.
facts that everyone agrees on. Facts that everyone agrees on is what you're looking for. Like
Well, that's really hard to do.
anatomy, that's not that hard. Learning how is sex prevented. How is pregnancy prevented? How is what do I need to worry about if I'm gonna have sex for the first time? Just ask yourself questions. And then Google them. It's really as
That's
simple
what I
as
was saying.
that. Yeah.
But you're saying
It's not
that you
hard to
shouldn't
tell.
do that
But you
because
should
there's
know.
conflicting arguments on it.
No,
Is what
I was
you're
just
saying.
That's what I said.
Oh, was it?
Mhm.
Okay.
You should just know what you're looking for.
Ask your mom. If you don't have a mom or can't get in touch with her, ask your dad. If you can't do that, go to the library, and the librarians will help you.
Go to the library and ask me.
Yeah, go to the library and ask Anna. Ask Anna. That's also what the segment is called. Guest segment.
Here, let's ask Anna
Sure.
a random sex question.
Okay, fine. Throw it at me.
Not about Anna.
Name one part of the vagina, Anna.
The labia.
What is that?
The lips.
Nice.
I mean, I think
As somebody else named.
that probably sounds okay. If you're a kid and you don't know what a labia is, that probably sounds really confusing. Like, what the fuck are lips doing down there?
But I would encourage you not to be an internet troll. Just Google what are labia. I mean,
What's a labia?
what's a labia?
And then clear your search history as parents.
Why should you clear your search history? It's just
I was kidding.
information
I was
need to
kidding,
know.
Anyways.
But if your parents aren't alright with that, you should probably clear it.
Okay, so what does Anna want?
Oh my god, are we going to that now?
Oh yeah, because
Well,
we have to.
I mean, I didn't finish my list, really.
But Selma, I feel like you should
Okay, I
ask
also
Anna a
want.
sex question.
No, why?
Because I asked one.
I'm not an expert. I'm not a sexpert.
Well, just ask her something she would know. Not just a random question. Maybe something you know, and yeah.
Okay, so Anna, what do you look for in a person
It's not
that you're
sex.
attracted to? That you're attracted to?
I can't answer that question. That's really hard. I don't have like a set of. I mean, there's things I value in people, but I don't have like a set of traits.
You don't have to have like, physical traits. What do you look for somebody to be attracted to them?
This is a lame question. This is a lame answer, but they have to be like. They have to be a caring person. I really like people who are passionate, people who have things they care about and really like care about them like a lot, and who are dedicated to causes. I like people who are good listeners. I don't know. I like people who can be like, because I'm not generally a very outgoing person, so I like people who can kind of be a leader, you know, people who can kind of open me up to experiences that I don't look for myself, because it's hard for me to find new things.
That's really good description. Do you have something to say, Jimmy?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why would I?
I don't know. It looked like
you had something to say.
You were gonna say something. Yeah. Okay. What does you guys want to talk about?
I think we're right. I think right now we're getting really good at just talking and having like a dialogue.
I'm pausing it.
Like we're just getting comfortable talking.
Guys, I'm pausing it even though I said I wouldn't. Hey, we're wrapping up. We want this to be successful, and that's it. Listen to us, because we're right all the time. We have differing opinions, so one of us is bound to be right.
Yeah. So we want.
Statistically.
Yeah. This is a podcast about us. We're a bunch of friends. We're just making a